An autism diagnosis is a lifelong journey of exploring the many ways an individual can be successful in school, at home, and beyond. It's a path that differs from person to person, so when parents are looking for a program that's right for their child, comprehensive services that support any age at any stage is where the best outcomes are achieved.
Getting a diagnosis of autism isn't a beginning and an end. It's something that continues through someone's life. So it's really important that they have support through their life, if needed. And that's why services when they're younger, early intervention is, of course, very important in the ABA field. But then also support, it doesn't just stop. So going into adulthood, what exactly does each individual need? That's why we're a full circle program, because everybody's different and their environment and who they live with, and just in general from steps 1, 2, 3, 4 is always needed. So it's just really important that in every stage of their life that there is support and services for them to get to that next step and more independent.
In fact, data shows that adults who receive services based on their specific needs can go on to live independent, productive lives. An example of this is Devin. He started participating in therapies at age 2. Today, at age 21, he's not only graduated from his services, but is now an ABA therapist himself, teaching adults on the spectrum how to thrive.
I remember when I was younger, I used to have issues, like if I was upset, I would hit my head on the wall or the floor. I would also hit people and I'd get mad. I also learned communication skills. I really was bad at communication with talking with other people. Also skills like a bit of cooking, sweeping, a bit of skills for living. I definitely wouldn't have all the jobs that I would have had if it wasn't for Sonnenberg, especially this job right here.
Devin is a good example of how important adult services are. All parents want that success story as their children age and develop. I think that we do a really good job of having that support for that unique lifestyle that they will engage in as they age.
Here, at Sonnenberg Consultants, children are supported as young as age 1 and can continue receiving services into adulthood. The ultimate goal for each individual is to provide the least restrictive environment while challenging them to move to the next level.
When Sonnenberg started 22 years ago, it was a different time, different funding, and so we've grown with the times, and every year we're like, what's missing? What do we need to do? What do the kids need? What do the adults need? Everybody. But speaking specifically about the younger group, so before school age, it's so important to know specifically about the individual and what it is that individual needs. So we have an outline, and of course we have lots of experience with it, but every kid is different. So even though we've been in the field 22 years, there's times we're like, oh, that's different. We really need to look into this, and we need to see how we can support this child. Because at the end of the day, every child is an individual, and every child needs something a little bit different to be successful in the next stage of their life. I would say what sets us apart is the fact that it is so individualized. We've had, other outside agencies or even parents come in and say, is this the same program? I go into the different rooms and that program looks different than this program, and that's the point of it, is that it's not cookie cutter. It looks different for each kid. So that's what I would say sets us apart.
The adult program has daily living skills, pre-vocational skills. We teach that independence, executive functioning, and then we tier our programs so that we can provide the type of support that all the individuals need on their person-centered planning. So we teach skills such as ordering food at a restaurant, making a grocery list, being able to live independently. We talk about dating, internet safety, so all of those skills.
Really what sets Sonnenberg apart from others in the industry is their ongoing commitment to really look at each individual child, each each employee, each family as a unique human being, as people who have something very unique to offer and bring to the environment. It's truly that old saying, nobody has everything, but everybody has something. That has been my experience at Sonnenberg coming into this organization. There's always a commitment to looking at what strengths each individual brings and can contribute to the environment. That is truly what sets Sonnenberg apart from others in this industry.
Sonnenberg consultants empower every child by giving them an individualized pathway for success.
I would say within our mission is coming back to that individual. So back to each kid or adult, whatever stage that they're coming in or that they're at with us, is that we're still looking at them as individuals and what exactly does that individual need, whether, again, little or older. I think is really, really important for Sonnenberg is that we don't look at them as, okay, there's this group and let's get them through and let's do this. We really want to look at each person and what it is that they need.
To learn more, visit SonnenbergLLC.com or call 262-657-6453 today.